Hello and welcome to Lord Fenton Gaming Let's Play Assassin's Creed Odyssey, The Fate of Atlantis, Episode 3, Judgement of Atlantis, Part 1 video. I am your host, Lord Fenton. In today's video, we're going to dive into the final episode of the Fate of Atlantis DLC series. As always, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more Assassin's Creed content like this. Now, we have the quest called The Last Call. My advice is back up your saves for this just in case you run into any issues. So all you need to do is return to the ruins of Atlantis and we shall be on our way. So we're going to do that now. Now once you're inside the ruins of Atlantis, talk to the quest giver up ahead. She's going to start you on episode 3, which is Atlantis. Yes, we are going to Atlantis finally. Also, we're going to be interacting with Layla's sequence first, then we're going to jump into Atlantis. I'll be back after these cutscenes roll. So here we go into Atlantis finally.
We're nearing the end of your journey, Keeper. You and the staff are nearly connected. Are you ready to proceed?
I'm ready. Let's go.
Back so soon?
Alethea, I know I wasn't gone long in the Animus, but I couldn't wait.
I've been thinking about whether or not I should let you continue. And I have my answer, but I'm afraid you won't like it.
Don't tell me I can't go into the third simulation.
I'm sorry, Layla. I made a miscalculation, and I factored you in when it was a mistake to do so. I see that clearly now. It's time for you to leave Atlantis.
You can't do this. Not now! I've seen Elysium and the Underworld. You can't take that away!
If I'd known this reality would go the direction it did, you wouldn't have seen any of it. You're too human. Your DNA has succumbed to the corrupting nature of the staff.
Listen, I know the bleeding effect is real, and accessing Deimos' memory did affect me. But I've studied Isu artifacts. This is the last stage of my trials. When it's over, my DNA will be able to overcome the staff's control.
Perhaps. But you won't see that through. My simulations are closed to you.
Hear me out. What happened before Victoria was horrible. But how can I learn to control my impulses if I don't know more about the staff?
This is about more than your lesson. I wanted creation, but you brought destruction.
Only because I haven't learned everything yet. You wanted to teach me, and I still want to be taught. Give me another chance.
Even if I were to let you in, your doctor is dead.
If I could take that back, I would. But I can't. And I have to keep going.
From her calculations, your body wouldn't be able to withstand the simulations.
My body is fine. The staff kept Cassandra alive for thousands of years. I've got a protection guarantee.
Your mind is a different story altogether. You don't have the sense to see its degradation.
When you break it down, this staff heals, Alethea. I could come out of this smarter. More in control. Invincible.
That's quite a leap in logic.
Just let me see for myself. Please.
Go.
Oh my god, thank you. You won't regret this. Here we go.
I'll see you inside.
That's enough! No need to shout. This isn't your domain, brother. Hades has nothing left to offer you. You are never meant to stay here, nor Elysium. You didn't belong on Kefalonia, and you didn't belong in Sparta. I can offer you a place you do belong. It's time you finally found it. Atlantis awaits.
Anywhere is better than here.
I won't forget this. No! There's no need for that here. You're safe.
I've heard that before.
This place isn't like any other you've been. There's no Persephone, no Hades.
Just you.
Just me. Dikastis Vasilevs, the Grand Adjudicator of all Atlantis. But to you, I am Poseidon. What I'm offering you, Keeper of the Staff, is a place at my side. Join me as my Dikastis. Welcome home.
This place is the real Atlantis. I mean, it's intact. I thought the city was destroyed.
Every 7 years, our great city begins a new cycle, if judged to be imperfect.
And who's the judge?
Before your arrival, it was my decision alone. Now that I have you at my side, I intend for this cycle to last an eternity.
If you're the Dikastis Vasilevs, you expect me to be...
Dikastis, the judge. Be my hand in laying and enforcing judgment in Atlantis.
Well, I must warn you that I'm not always right.
I was both surprised and encouraged by your actions in the underworld. Fortunes were exchanged in response to your choices. But trust that I learned your reverence to justice is true.
Hades must have told you about my staff.
He didn't have to. As is the way with all heroes, your journey has become the stuff of Atlantean legend.
Then you know my staff is the reason I'm here. I need to learn how to master it.
This land is a paradise of power for those with Isu devices, but all in good time.
So you expect me to live among you? A home among gods?
Gods? We are much more than the human conception of gods. Your father called us the ones who came before. But as Alethea told you, we are the Isu.
You know about my staff, Pythagoras, and Alethea? I'm starting to feel very watched.
Your trials in both Elysium and the Underworld. No, your triumphs there are known to us.
My trials forced me into rebellion. They made me face the dead. My hardships make me a good Dikastis?
We don't always choose our path, but in this case, your blood shows for you. You possess both DNA strands, the best of humans and Isu. I have no doubt that you are our mutual future.
It's an honor. Where do I start?
Humans have 5 senses to understand the world around them. We have been blessed a 6th. Knowledge. Ah, no. It is not merely your vision of the ego. The essence of that sense sleeps now, but it can be awoken in Atlantis. Your stuff is more than a key. It's a bridge between who you are now and who you must become.
And if I fully awaken this 6th sense, I'll have mastered the staff?
That and more. Come, let me show you.
I accessed power sources in Elysium and the Underworld. They helped my knowledge, I think, but they haven't changed my senses.
In Atlantis, you'll find the sources that awaken your new sense much more concentrated. Not only will your knowledge grow here, but it will thrive. You'll find 3 such sources once you leave this palace. You know them as Keeper's Insights.
Doesn't look like anyone can get through.
It's blocked to those who haven't full access to our knowledge. Find the source of that knowledge within this palace. Try to pass through once you do.
Now we are officially inside Atlantis. Now we have a new objective for this DLC, Episode 3, is ISU Knowledge. You need to collect ISU Caches, Keeper's Insight, which is a total of 3 of them. Check out my video guides on both of them. They'll help you out greatly. Also, codexes, they are randomly scattered throughout the entire DLC. Most of them are inside anything that's guarded, like for instance, the ones that are guarding the ISU Caches. You'll find a few there. So our first objective is to obtain ISU Knowledge from the ISU Codex. Yeah, those are the low value point ones, but still collect many of those as you can on the way. So now we're going to do our first objective of this DLC inside Atlantis, is we're going to start climbing. However, we'll get a nice interaction from Layla first, and here we go.
Hello, Layla.
Alethea? What are you doing in here?
You needed intervention. I couldn't stop you physically, but perhaps I can make you understand through technical means.
No, I've got this. Stay out of it.
Well, it looks like Layla and Alethea are not going to be friends because what happened with poor Victoria. Still, they're arguing, and that was nice insight. Do mean that was a really nice insight, but still, the two of them are not BFFs anymore, basically. Well, I'm not going to confirm her officially dead Victoria yet until this DLC's over. She's still dead by then. Yeah, she's dead as a doornail. If not, she gets brought back to life. Well, that's some sci-fi stuff right there. Then again, Assassin's Creed did have some sci-fi stuff. It does remind me of the earlier Might and Magic games 1 through 8, which each end of the game had sci-fi elements. 9 sucked because it didn't have any. So as I'm talking, you're just climbing like I am climbing, and interact with this codex right here should start the next step.
Strange. But it feels like the stuff is becoming a part of me. I think I'm starting to understand. It's like I can feel ISU memories and hear their wisdom.
Alright, that is done. Collect any loot on the way out. If you can, there you go. That's good to sell right there. We're going to jump down and speak with Poseidon to advance the story. So let's dive on down and talk with Poseidon ASAP.
Now I know what you meant about the sources being more concentrated. I feel different.
Many things are different here, Dicastis. You'll discover that in time. Atlantis awaits you. I have one rule that is absolute. Our technology cannot be used on my human civilians. Their bodies cannot withstand the power. The Isu know this above all.
So, I'm free to go? What task should the Dicastis do first?
Even Atlantis is not a perfect society. It yearns for balance. So be that balance. Then when your role as guide to the people is fulfilled, it may well be perfection. Don't worry. You've already earned my respect, which is a trial in itself.
Dicastis, His Eminence Atlas humbly requests that you join him at his Doma to discuss a matter of grave importance.
Right. I'll make sure to stop by.
The city of Atlantis is now freely for us to explore. In the next video, I'll give everybody a quick update on what I did, how I gained the ISU caches and their knowledge, and also the forge and many more. This is Lord Fenton signing off. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.